go to Amy first from Department of Public Planning, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As my letter stated, they were in front of the Conservation Commission last Thursday on May 18th, and they did receive approval from the Conservation Commission. I know at the last meeting, we were waiting for Beta's final review letter to make sure that they had met the request of Beta, which has been submitted. The other outstanding issue was the curbing. We did receive a letter today that has said that the curbing will be revised to show vertical granite or precast concrete. So I would suggest if the board were to approve it, that could be a condition prior to endorsement.
Okay. We'll go to Gary from Beta,
I know there were only three minor items that were outstanding. One was the entrance roadway. When you look at the speed along there, we felt like we needed more in terms of the sight distance. AASHTO said that it recommended 390 feet for a 35 mile an hour, which I checked with Mike Maglio, and Mike said, yeah, 35 to 40 is a reasonable speed, especially where it's a 4-lane roadway.
Mm-hmm.
So they have indicated that sight distance now when they've revised the plans.
Yep.
Second, we asked them for a couple more treatment inserts on the catch basins in the front. Talking them over with Mike, we felt like this was our one shot to be able to try and get this to get them into somewhat compliance with the standards as much as we could.
Okay.
And then the third was we just asked for a few maintenance inspection reports.
Inspection reports?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was it. And I believe all of them have been addressed in the revised plans.
Okay. And I see it in the information given to us just a little while ago as well. Is Mike out there?
I don't see him there yet.
I just wanted to make sure.
I know he
you
was
know what?
going to attend on Zoom. He did indicate that he was attending on Zoom.
Okay, we'll just, we'll go to the applicant and we'll just reconfirm a bunch of stuff and then we'll see
Okay.
Mike jump in.
He did say he's having Zoom issues, that they're making him update his Zoom, so he's in the process of trying to jump on.
Okay, okay.
On his way, eagerly expecting his arrival.
So you're comfortable with all the changes and all the needs that Beta and Mike were looking for from DPW as well?
We are, Mr. Chairman. You should have on file, we received Mr. James's review letter. We made revisions to the plans. We submitted a letter dated May 18, accompanied by the site plans that reflect those changes.
Yep.
So we're comfortable with everything as discussed by your consultant and the town planner, of course.
Good, thank you. Oh, there's Mike now. Mike, can you hear me?
Hi, Mr. Chairman.
Hi, how are you?
Sorry about that, technical issues there.
That's okay. Mike, we just wanted to see if you can voice in on 25 Forge Parkway, if you're all set with everything there.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, I am all set. I had one outstanding comment, but I spoke to Amy and the applicant had addressed that issue on the plan, so I have nothing outstanding on that.
Okay, good, thank you. We'll go to the board. Does anybody have any questions or comments in reference to Forge Parkway?
One question for the applicant. On your plan, you did put in the area that we asked you to denote for the material storage. However, there's a note that says paved equipment and material storage yard in the entirety of that's still there. So is it just that small area you noted, or are you utilizing that whole area outside that you?
So if I may, you're
Yep.
referring to this
That
area
Yeah.
here. So we would anticipate using this area directly in front of the building, because this would be the bay locations to the bay doors to the building. So the drive aisle is essentially the area in between the dashed lines. Is that?
I guess it's a little confusing to me then. So if you have, how long is that material in storage there if you have 3 bays for trucks? How are you getting trucks in and out of there if you're storing materials where they're coming in and out?
So the owner of the property obviously has control of those bays, so I think what he's trying to say is he would use that area to stage the materials on the ground, which obviously would block the bay access to the building while it's there, and then he would pick the material up and off it goes. So I think said more succinctly, it's operational control to stage what he needs to outside of the building until it can be brought into the building, and then it's opened back up.
So then that other area you noted on the plan is longer-term storage then?
Yes.
And question, how many bays did you have? I couldn't find it on the drawing, I apologize, unless it was on there and I missed it.
I don't have that in front of me, Mr. Chairman, I apologize as well.
Because I saw you had the wall packs, but I don't think that represents every bay on the lighting plan. That's,
Let me see if I can look that up for you real quick. I don't have the any architectural information with me this evening, unfortunately.
okay.
Mr. Chairman?
Sure.
I guess then perhaps just kind of maybe a little bit of striping or something to show where the bays are going to be, or just, you know, show them on the plan somewhere, because there's nothing on this plan that says you're having bays.
Okay, we can certainly add that. I don't have the bays in front of you, Mr. Chair, I apologize for that. But if the board was so inclined, you'd like a condition, or if you'd be willing to entertain a condition that we mark those, if, you know, wherever bays are, we'd be happy to accommodate.
Yeah, we just for future, just in case, we understand that it's gonna be private use, but even so.
Certainly,
It'll be on the drawings and we'll see it.
make it as clear and clean as possible, we
Exactly.
understand.
Okay.
Understood.
Any, you guys have any questions? Jay, Jen, Rick? No? Okay. Mike's all set, Gary's all set, Amy's all set, okay. So-
Anyone there with a comment?
Yeah, is anybody in the audience that has any comment? Anybody in Zoom? No? Okay.
A motion to close the public hearing?
Wait a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to vote on a waiver, 311B2A, use HDPE piping instead of reinforced concrete pipe, and I'll just add at manifolds only.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I think there's a waiver for trees as well, waiver 185-21C5, plant 2 trees where 7 are required, as noted by the applicant, because it's surrounded by vegetation.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion on conditions, mark the bays appropriately on the plan, so we know where they are. And maybe there's one on curbing you mentioned?
Yes, that they had provided a letter that prior to endorsement, actually, I think both these conditions I would recommend, that prior to endorsement, they add the striping on the bay doors, as our clerk mentioned, and also that they show on the plans the revised curbing for vertical granite or precast concrete.
Okay. Can we also just make for record the May 18th, 2023, the response from them as well?
Mm-hmm.
That way there clarifies everything between the drawings and the Beta's notes and everything?
Mr. Chair, we're happy, obviously your plan is conditioned, whatever the discretion of the board is, but the layout plan revised does show the curbing to be the concrete. So the condition
So
might be.
it is on this last set that I just
Yes,
got?
yes it
Okay.
is, so it may be redundant,
Okay.
just drawing your attention to it.
What do you want to do?
As long as it's noted on the plan.
Yeah, as long as it's denoted on the plan.
It is, we've agreed to the condition,
Okay.
obviously, and reflected it on the plans.
Okay. Good.
So, yes, there's just the mark the bays on the plan
Mark the bays.
condition. And make a motion to approve 25 Forge Parkway site development plans.
Do we have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great,
You're all set.
thank you very much, have a great evening.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
And next item, public hearing for 15 Liberty Way. And Amy, I believe they're looking for continuation?
Yes, I actually heard from the engineer today, and they're actually, they just filed with the Conservation Commission, so they're requesting to be continued to July 10th. That's our first meeting in July.
Make a motion
So-
to continue to July 10th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Anybody have any general business, any comment? No? Good. Make a motion, oh, Amy?
No, I don't actually have any updates tonight.
Okay. Anybody else, Zoom, Mike, anything? No, you're all set? All right, make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. I'm sorry I made you guys come out tonight. I don't know if I should feel honored or.
Record, my favorite.